A beautiful view here of the rapid developments in City Place on the shores of Toronto Harbor. We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. And with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. They have had some success, but still a lot to prove, sitting 14 games out of the top slot.
Well, it's fun to see it all come together for them, Kevin. The coaching staff has really gotten through to the players. Everybody's buying in. It's just so great when you see every last guy on the bench on the same page.
And they just keep putting those W's in the rearview mirror. I mean, we always knew the potential this team had, and they're filling it to the absolute max right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. G in at point guard. Young is out there, Pekovic. Then there's Martin, and it's Wiggins in at the three spot.
Boy, we just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them this season, shooting about 78%.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Indiana.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Lou Williams at 6'1", about 175 pounds, a scoring guard in a point guard's body. He's best playing off the ball offensively, but guarding the point guard defensively, so you often see him cross-matched with opponents.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's Williams with the drive. Pass to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. And Patterson kicks to DeRozan. Patterson, the screen. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
And Valanciunas, a mobile 7-footer with good hands. It's a nice start.
It's always a great place to start when you're a big guy. Can you catch it? And not only good passes, but can you catch bad ones and finish around the rim? You can do all of that.
Here's G. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
But to me, it was all about the shot blocking. I mean, he was overpowering people defensively, controlling the action.
On defense, the Timberwolves. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And they made their mark defensively that day. That was what was, I think, most impressive. Really caused a lot of problems in the paint.
Well, they spent a lot of that game in the air and got their hands on a lot of shots.
Poked away and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Fast break, here they come. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
And it's Martin missing. Toronto leading by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I spoke to him about the game plan coming into this matchup and addressed the quality shot blocking they'll have to overcome. He said, listen, that can be a factor, psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is just to play unselfishly. Draw the help, kick to the open man. If we execute our offense, we'll be fine. Guys?
Thanks for the report, Doris. Guys, what do you do to spread this defense out?
Well, I think you've got to come at them with a variety of offensive looks. Try to keep them guessing, keep their rotations a little bit off rhythm.
As usual, Steve, you're all over it. You've got to keep switching things up on them so they can't get settled into a defensive rhythm or groove. So give them something they don't expect.
So it's Toronto now after the basket by Minnesota and the foul called on G. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
G passes to Pekovic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Toronto trailing. And it's Lowry penetrating Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Andrew Wiggins, 3rd.
And that tells you about those players' ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
But you also have to have an excellent outside shot, and all of them do it. Small forward, you have to be reliable from the perimeter as well.
He kicks to G. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 5, and it's Martin that time on the assist by G. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We'll look at Cleveland. And always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course Toronto, and they're down 4 spots from now.
When you look at Toronto, they've clearly put themselves right in the middle of the playoff picture.
Yeah, they're about where I thought they'd be at this point, but the fun part is seeing what they're able to do come playoff time. You know, it's going to be an uphill battle, but I think one that they're looking forward to.
Raptors in the city of Toronto set to host the All-Star Game in 2016. Toronto has already contributed $500,000 to help host the event.
Well, you know, the city is one of the great cities in the world,
It is.
and they're excited. That city's excited to showcase itself as an entertainment destination, and for the NBA, a chance to make further inroads in the hockey-obsessed country of Canada. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
He lobs it up. Blocked. 3 on 3. Kicks it to Pekovic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
They picked this team apart. A couple of times they squared off with them last year. On paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't either.
Martin goes in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. Steve talked about last year when they met.
I like it. I like it all day long.
This year, too, Clark. Raptors trail by 9. Now, here's Vasquez. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. Right side, DeRozan. Baseline jumper. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Six seconds left to play in the first. Here's G. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
Tune in this Thursday, March 19th. Nikola Pekovic and the Minnesota Timberwolves take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks.
Second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we got the 3 Ps: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Vasquez out there with Lowry, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here's Vasquez, and he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Pekovic with a screen on Lowry. G. Wiggins kicks to G. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
On the wing, DeRozan. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan. Minnesota shooting a superb 63% from the field.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, up high to stop the alley-oop.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, DeMar DeRozan with great size at the shooting guard position. Recently, he's looked to exploit that advantage in the post. He said, quote, I look at guys like Kobe, and as they started to get older, they got better in the low block. I looked at it as, quote, if I get better at it now, that's going to be a benefit for me later. Guys, he's already seeing the dividends paid.
Getting close range buckets and getting to the line, Doris. That's helping his efficiency. Thanks. And Toronto making a change here. Williams has checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Young's checked in. Barea kicks to G. Pekovic with a screen. G dishes to Pekovic. And stolen by Patterson. And the foul called on G. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Outside Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. Patterson, the screen. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Clock at 6. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Let's see some of the numbers here for DeMar DeRozan. Solid year underway for him. Averaging 21 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, you have to game plan for him defensively.
And if you don't, Steve, he can put up a lot of points on you in a short amount of time.
Here's G. While recovering, here's G. Buries it from about 10 feet away. G's got 5 points so far.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
And here is Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Lowry. Here's G. The pass to Barea. Pekovic with a screen. The dish to G. Tries again, and Pekovic with the lay-in. He's got 6.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Left side Lowry. It's stolen by G. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Martin. Can't hit. Now Toronto takes it the other way. DeRozan with it. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. You look at G, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
You know, he's been figuring out the league. You can see by his steal rate in the second half of the season. He's just taken what he learned in the first half and really run with it.
Yeah, it's obvious, and has really been fun to watch him develop as an NBA defender over the course of his rookie year.
Let's go quickly for an update.
Hey, Kev, well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick-and-roll game. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Martin against DeRozan. G dishes to Pekovic. Fades. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Here's Valanciunas. That's good. Valanciunas has got 9.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Outside, Martin. Passes to Rubio. To the paint. G dishes to Pekovic. Toronto grabs the miss. And DeRozan. Here we go. A fader. No good off the front iron.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
On his Valanciunas. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Raptors lead by 7. And
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game. That's all I got.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
all right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after.
Hey, guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. All right, first thing we have to do is stop putting these guys on the line. We've been way too aggressive. Play in control out there. And we've been running a really smart offense. I've loved the shot selection from us. Keep finding those high-quality looks. Okay, transition points will be huge for us in this half. It'll be worth 1 or 2 less guys crashing the boards if they're up the court ready to run the break. Got it? I do not want to see a repeat of those first 2 quarters. Let's play like the team we are, not the team we were in the first half. I don't know who that was, but it's not us.
You know, Lowry is playing well. 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
On the court for Minnesota, G, he's in at the point. Pekovic is out there with Young. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Martin in at the 2 spot.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's G. Kevin Martin on the wing. Releases. Hands the shot from the wing. Martin's got 5 now. So it's Toronto now. Now Lowry. He's got 13. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Patterson passes to DeRozan. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's G. 5 points in the game. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors leading by 10. The feed now to Patterson. He dishes it to DeRozan. Pekovic against Patterson. Clock at 6. Back to DeRozan. Shoots. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Pekovic with a screen on Lowry. Into Pekovic. It's stolen by DeRozan. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 14. Young, a screen on Lowry. Here's G. Lowry covering. Martin kicks to G. Hits it from three-point range. G's got 8 points.
Three-pointers and free throws, I call them threes and frees. We said it before, but that's really the key to Kevin Martin's success as a high-efficiency scorer. He's got a knack for making three-point plays. I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Here's G, and there's a nice one-handed slam. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Martin dishes to Pekovic. No good. Raptors leading by 13. Lowry kicks to Williams. Puts up the baby hook. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. G's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And Kevin Martin possesses that deceptive pump fake and a great knack for drawing contact. It's like he loves getting to the line, and he should. He's almost a 90% foul shooter.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, and they moving the ball right now. They look good. And let's take a quick look. Kevin Martin. Now the second half is shaped up for him, averaging about 11 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
Lowry has the open look. Here's Valanciunas, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Young outside. And Pekovic kicks to G. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. G's got 7 points for the quarter. And for Kevin Martin, possibly the best scoring wing in at least Timberwolves history.
Yeah, Martin has averaged over 24 points a game in this league. And we've said before, Kevin, he's ultra efficient.
And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Second is DeMar DeRozan.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot, strictly in terms of scoring ability and the ease with which these guys break down opposing defenses.
I love that they are so attack-minded and come at you really aggressively across the board. They're players that can carry a team offensively for long stretches of a game.
Young, a screen on Lowry. G passes to Young. This one for 3. Kevin Martin, that's good. Martin's got 8 points.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Lowry dishes to Johnson. Outside DeRozan. Johnson sets the screen for DeRozan, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 11 in the second half.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Here's G. 12 points for him. Martin kicks to G. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Berea's got his second bucket tonight.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
From the baseline. No luck. Good work defensively by Johnson. Here's Vasquez. Minnesota with the rebound. Pekovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's G. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. Last 10 games for him have been excellent. 6th in steals. And as a distributor, he's been really effective, ranking in the top 10 in assists.
And Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
Here's Ross. Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's
Way to shoot the rock.
On the glass will kill a team.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in for Toronto. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. Feeds to Brewer. Dishes it to Pekovic. Goes up on the block. The shot is off.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Throws it from deep. Shot no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Toronto ahead, leading by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And so here's Toronto. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Williams and Ross at the 2 and 3. And it's Vasquez in at the point. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Vasquez has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. Outside Williams. Pekovic with a screen on Williams. G kicks to Williams. Another shot, and there's the bucket as Pekovic finishes it off.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Pass to Wiggins. He feeds it to Williams. Here's G. Here's Brewer. Johnson with the block. They retain possession. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Pekovic. Toronto's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Williams. And Valanciunas kicks to Vasquez. 5 on the clock. It's Williams with the drive. And the shot is good.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
And that one's good by G.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Johnson the screen. Here's Vasquez. Shot denied. And now here comes Williams leading the break. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Johnson. DeRozan comes in for Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vasquez.
It's been a solid outing for Martin. He's got 8 points and a steal.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's G. Pass to Wiggins. He kicks to G. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Martin dishes to G. In the corner, it's Pekovic. Fires from the corner, and Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist from Pekovic. Martin's got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lowry passes to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Valanciunas. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's G. Pekovic with a screen. Kicks to Brewer. Wide open. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Williams. The dish to Valanciunas. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 8 now on the night. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's G. Now the pass to Pekovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. I mean, it's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
Young's checked in for Minnesota. Martin from outside. The rebound by Patterson. Toronto leading by 11. Williams kicks to Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. And the Raptors lead by 13.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's G. Pass to Pekovic. Outside Martin. Here's G. Lowry covering. 6 to shoot. Here's G. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Williams with the drive. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Left side Lowry. Now the feed to Valanciunas. No good. Great D that time from Pekovic. Timberwolves trail by 13. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Feeds to Wiggins. Three-pointer. The second chance effort. And that one's good. Pekovic.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
It's Lowry penetrating. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's 18 points for Kyle Lowry. G dishes to Pekovic. And the shot is good.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Raptors leading by 11. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's G. Wiggins. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Williams kicks to Lowry. He dishes it to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. Wiggins with the rebound. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's G. Screen by Young. G kicks to Wiggins. Dishes it to Martin. Takes a three. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from G.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
Defensive foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
At the line for your Raptor.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin, the pass to G. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Williams dishes to Valanciunas. Now here's Williams. Back to Patterson, and the foul called on G. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And no good is the first free throw. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Kyle Lowry. And Kyle, following this win here tonight, as you head out on the road for your next one, what, if anything, changes in terms of the team's strategy?
We just got to take on the road and do everything we're supposed to do. We do at home and take on the road. We got a tough team coming up.